So today is officially Hurricane Day. Hurricane Ian is hitting us later today. It's kind of like right at the bottom of Florida. It's going to be a fun time. I'm already feeling the pressure in the cranium though. My head really is starting to hurt from the pressure change of the storm. Chelsea, how are you feeling? Feeling good? Oh boy. Water is cleared out before this hurricane. Ooh, look at everybody panic buying everything. Okay, before the storm really hits us and we got this break in the rain, we're doing drone footage of our roof just so we can see the before and after. And before the wind gets super bad, we are in a tornado watch right now though, so that kind of sucks. Let's do it. It's gonna be a pain to land.
Yeah.
Oh, it's getting stormy now. Holy crap, do you see this?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh god, it's raining. No! Oh my god. Drone is so wet. Oh my god. That rain is starting to come. It is sideways. So we are expecting 95 to 100 mile an hour winds when the hurricane hits us. This is at 24 and we've already lost one tree and another one has fallen back. This is gonna be fun. So this tree right here is slowly starting to fall over. This tree behind us has fallen and leaned against this tree. And we barely are like, 10 hours away from the hurricane actually hitting us? Fantastic start. Okay, so we just got notification saying that for the next 5 hours we have extreme flooding in the area. So we're thinking where we're gonna sandbag our front porch. Honestly, it's pretty level and it's downhill, so I'm not too worried about this. We built our sandbag fort out back. But Chelsea, what do you think? Sandbags like right here in front of the door line? Or are you thinking, like, we don't have enough sandbags to line anything but the door line?
Yeah, probably the door line. We have 2 front doors.
Because like our doors are elevated too. Like we got like 5 inches, would you say?
In man map, yeah.
In man map? So realistically 3 inches.
Uh-huh.
Okay. We are still like 10 to 12 hours out from actually getting hit by the hurricane. The eye wall is essentially going to hit us in like 8-9 hours. Mm-hmm. And then what happens is we get hit by the eye and then it loops back around and that's when we get hit with the worst. So we're a good amount away from that, but right now where it made landfall, we're getting like 115 mile an hour winds, which is nuts. Because this is like 25 and it already knocked one of our trees over.
It just came flying by. All right, you know what? I think I'm just gonna come in here for a second.
They are not as excited to walk right now. I think they want to go back.
This is Cody McHardy with the Channel 11 weather. There's a 30% chance it might already be raining.
Oh, they want the cuddles. Haha. It is mesmerizing watching this storm, just the wind blowing away the trees. Like the trees, we've lost 3 trees now, and the storm is still 100 miles away from us, and it is coming up on us fast. I mean, it is not losing speed, still 120-mile-an-hour winds. It is nuts. So I'm pretty much guaranteeing these trees are gone, but I'm just like mesmerized by this. So it's dark out, but I want to see if that tree fell. So let's do this. Whew. So it's morning. The worst part of the hurricane hit us last night. We lost power around like 2 a.m. We're looking at the aftermath in our backyard. We lost the trees. Oh, we lost all the trees. It's still coming down pretty bad.
The poor tree.
At least it didn't hit us.
That's true. Go us.
Yeah, so how you feeling?
Cold.
Cold?
Wet.
Wet?
But
How was your first hurricane?
slept right through it.
So we're super lucky that these trees fell away from the house. That was actually the most nerve-wracking part. So I consider us very lucky. The tree we've been most concerned about hitting our house and falling on us is still standing, which is cool. It just kind of sucks. Our backyard views are ruined, but if that's the worst thing to happen to us during our first hurricane and the worst one to hit Florida in like 100 years, we're good. The damage that has hit Orlando is insane. It is crazy to me that nature is able to do this. Mind-blowing. But let's get back inside because we still got like water and tornadoes and flooding. We are driving around just kind of looking at the damage in our neighborhood, which fortunately doesn't seem to be much. We are very, very lucky because when it hit Orlando, it hit it as a Category 2 and it somehow circumvented hitting us. And wow, this lake is pretty full. I want to see if the wildlife drive survived.
Oh yeah.
Like the wildlife area. I've shot so many time lapses at this lake that it's actually surreal. Like down there, completely covered in water. I've shot along the water's edge. I mean, I just did a time lapse with those trees that are right there that like, I was standing right in front of it. This whole entire lake is just, it's unreal. I did not expect this. Walking around Lake Eola, I realized just how lucky we are that our place didn't end up flooding and damaging everything. Central Florida never really gets hit with a hurricane. The damage here is something that most people have never seen. Places that I used to shoot time lapses frequently are completely submerged underwater. People are paddleboarding and kayaking over walkways that I used to walk down. As we continued to observe the dramatic change to these familiar places, We couldn't help but go back to the townhome we just recently left, and to our shock, it was completely underwater. Had we still been there, our living room would have been several feet underwater. The entire area flooded, almost inescapable. Looking at the aftermath of this storm, all I can think is how grateful I am that we got out unscathed and that our experience wasn't the tragedy that so many people faced.